Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here from the Raiders Report, and today I'm going to look into my crystal balls, and I am predicting 5 things that are guaranteed to happen against the Buffalo Bills this week for the Las Vegas Raiders. So if you're planning on doing fantasy football, you want to make a few bets, I got what you need to end up getting this done. Now, we got a Week 2 matchup here where the Las Vegas Raiders, they are 1-0. The Buffalo Bills are 0-1 after a rough Monday Night Football loss to the New York Jets, which was probably one of the most electric endings to a game that I have seen in a very long time. If the Raiders want to come away with a victory in Orchard Park, New York, on the road in Buffalo, they need to bring their A game. They can't bring their B game. They can't bring their C game like they did against the Denver Broncos, because if you bring your C game to Buffalo, Bills Mafia is going to show you what you got. Now, I'll say this. I think Raider Nation is undefeated, but if there is one fan base that I got to give my flowers to, it is Bills Mafia. On top of that, I got some family that are Bills fans, so I know for a fact this is a must-win week for the Silver and Black. If you want to also know our programming schedule for this week and the entire year, we're going to be live every single Monday, Tuesday during the regular season, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Then we're going to be live on Thursday night for Eagles, Vikings, Thursday night football showdown. Then we're going to be live on Sunday when the Raiders take on the Buffalo Bills. So here are the 5 things that are guaranteed to happen up against the Bills. The first one is this: Marcus Peters, lock and loaded, number 24, is getting an interception. I saw Josh Allen throw the ball carelessly against New York. I'll admit the Jets got solid pressure on Allen, and I'm hoping that the Raiders can do the same. But I just see Peters being the ball hawk that he is. He's going to get at least one up against Allen. Peters in his career has 32 interceptions. Allen threw 3 picks against the Jets, and Allen in his last 34 games has 32 INTs. Maybe I'm a little bit superstitious. I saw 32 career, 32 INTs in the last 34. I'm telling y'all right now, Peters is going to get that pick. I also anticipate that Buffalo is going to try to do their best to put Stephon Diggs on anybody not named Marcus Peters. So we'll see how that matchup ends up unfolding. Gabe Davis is a deep threat. Peters is going to be able to hang with Davis, and he's going to come away with at least 1 interception. So how about this? It's time to look into your crystal balls. This is actually going to be the pinned comment on today's show. How many interceptions will Josh Allen throw on Sunday against the Raiders? You're about to get hit with the YouTube ad break. Scrolling down and let me know. Let's go to the next thing here that is guaranteed to happen against the Bills. Hunter Renfrow's getting a catch. And this one is the lock of the century. Hunter Renfrow will have at least 1 reception this upcoming game. Why? Because I am hoping that Raider Nation is screaming it into existence that how in the hell are you paying a receiver $13 million a year to get only 13 snaps, no targets, no catches, no receptions? I understand that McDaniels said, it's just kind of how the game went. Well, I don't really believe in that, because if you wanted to get Hunter Renfrow the ball, you're the guy who's calling the plays, and I think you could have done a better job of it. Plus, you could have got him on the field. I'm hoping that he hears some of the noise in the background and that he gets Hunter Renfrow at least 1 target, because if Renfrow gets a target, that guy right there, he's going to end up catching that football. That I can guarantee you. I'm hoping Hunter Renfrow eats, and if you're looking to eat on game days, you're looking to eat in the month of September, hell, if you just need to get started with an awesome meal plan, I got one for you. If you're maybe too lazy to do the cooking on your own, Factor's going to be able to hook you up. So we got a new sponsor alert here on the Raiders Report. Too busy this fall to cook, but want to make sure that you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store, the chopping, the prepping, and the cleanup too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy, then get back to crushing your day. This September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/RaidersChat50 and use code RaidersChat50 to get 50% off. That's code RaidersChat50 at factormeals.com/RaidersChat50 to get 50% off. Pick your meals pre-made, prepared and cooked to perfection. Heat and enjoy. It is simple. It is easy. I have used Factor before. My fiance Alex and I, we did it right before I was going to Cancun. I'm not going to lie to you. I knew I had free agency. I knew I had the NFL draft in. I didn't have as much time that I needed to be able to do my meal prep, and working the amount of hours I do, if you're a busy person, I can promise you this, Factor Meals is legit. So go to factormeals.com/RaidersChat50. Link's going to be available for you guys down in the comments and in the description of today's show. Let's go to the next thing guaranteed to happen on Sunday in Buffalo. Davante Adams is coming down with a touchdown catch. To me, Adams is the best receiver in all of football, and he's going to get his opportunities. He saw 9 targets, had 6 catches for 66 yards, no touchdowns in week 1 against the Denver Broncos. I'm not 100% sure if Jakobi Meyers is going to be playing in this game, and even if he does, I could still see McDaniels maybe wanting to ease Meyers back into the rotation simply because, let's face it here, they don't want to rush him back too soon, which means then more opportunities for Davante Adams, which then also means that he's going to come down with a touchdown. So, when I think about this, okay, in the 2 games played against Buffalo, Adams had 8 catches for 81 yards and no touchdowns. 2 games played. Here's a baseball analogy. And I believe Davante is a good enough athlete where if he wants to set his mind to something, he's going to be able to do it, right? We agree with that. So for Davante here, he's had 2 games against Buffalo, no touchdowns. Adams doesn't seem like the player to me that's going to strike out. He's going to be in his 3rd game. He's going to have a hell of an opportunity to come up clutch here, and he's going to be able to come away with a touchdown on Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. Let's go to the next thing here but first, okay, Jeremy says, but wait, if you think that Davante Adams finds the end zone on Sunday, I want you to click that like button. I can't guarantee a lot of things, but I can guarantee these 5 things. And I believe Davante is going to find Peter, and if you also believe that in the heart of hearts, hit that like button. I know, I believe in you. And when Adams does score, you better be screaming, show me those TDs on Sunday with me. Let's go to the next thing that's guaranteed to happen against the Bills, Josh Jacobs. He's not only going to have a 20-yard touchdown run, I also think he's going to get 20-plus touches. And to me, Jacobs is going to have some opportunities here to really get it going overall. And Jacobs, he has had 21 touches against the Broncos, which showed me right off the bat that they're going to give him his work. They're going to give him his opportunities. Jets running backs against the Buffalo Bills had 24 carries for 166 yards and averaged a really nice yards per carry there. Jacobs also, with Josh McDaniels as his head coach, has averaged 23 touches per game. If you want to make sure that you win this football game, and I get it, the Raiders struggled to run the football in week 1, but the Jets showed you that they could with a bad offensive line. So I'm hoping that the Raiders kind of go about it in the exact same way. On top of that, when you look at that Bills offense, I get it. Allen struggled. The way to beat Buffalo is to make sure that team, that offense, is on the sidelines. And Jacobs is going to be needed in this game to come away with a win. So how many touches will Josh Jacobs have against the Bills this upcoming week on Sunday? How many touches is he going to get? I'm saying it's 20 at least, and he better get at least 20, or I'm going to be one unhappy camper. You want to keep this offense balanced. You can't get into a pass-happy game with Jimmy Garoppolo. It's not going to work. So even if the running game struggles early on, you got to stick with it. That's why you're paying Josh Jacobs. He's one of the best running backs in the league. Keep beating JJ. Let's go to the final thing here on the Raiders Report that's guaranteed to happen. And this might be the only one that's kind of bad. You could look at it. I'm telling you right now, Jakorian Bennett's getting at least 10 tackles in this game. And this is good and it's bad. I was impressed with Jakorian's ability to tackle in his first NFL game. He showed me that he was a solid tackler. He does need to get better in coverage. But here's what's going to happen. The Bills are going to try to pick on Jakorian. When you watch that Monday Night Football game, Allen, Stephon Diggs, they did everything in their power to stay away from Sauce Gardner. And I forecast that Buffalo is going to do the exact same thing. They're not going to try to throw the ball near Nate Hobbs. They're not going to try to throw the ball near Marcus Peters. What are they going to do? They're going to pick on the rookie. And I'm hoping Jakorian, he gets himself an interception. But that's what's to be expected. When you're a rookie in the National Football League, people are going to come after you. They're going to pick on you a little bit. And if I'm Stephon Diggs, I'm going, Maryland corner? All right. I played wide receiver at Maryland. Let's go. Let's have a Terrapin showdown right now. Bennett had 7 tackles against Denver, and he's going to get those opportunities. I hope he doesn't get picked on too much, but I also hope that I'm wrong on this one, because I think if I'm wrong, it means that he's telling Buffalo, don't try to pick on me, man. Now, those are the 5 things guaranteed to happen this upcoming week for the Raiders up against the Buffalo Bills. I hope you already know that Jeremy Chugs and I were going to be live for this game, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure those notifications are turned on, because when it's game time, we get really wild here on the show. We had over 180,000 people last week tune in. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to be having some drinks. We're going to be having a good time. I want you to think of game day here at the Raiders Sport as like that Oakland tailgate feel. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got those notifications turned on, because I tell you this, you don't want to miss a watch party here on the Raiders Report.